Good morning, students. Today we discuss how to solve non-linear partial differential equation of order 1. In previous lectures we have already learned how to solve linear partial differential equation or quasi-linear partial differential equation using Lagrange auxiliary equation. And in this lecture we solve non-linear partial differential equation of order 1 using Char-Pitt method. And before that, let's go through some definition. First, complete integral. An integral which contains as many arbitrary constants as there are independent variables is called complete integral. It means suppose we have a partial differential equation in two variables x and y. Z is dependent variable, p and q are first order derivative or partial derivative of z with respect to x and y respectively. So in this equation there are only two independent variables. So if its complete solution contains only two arbitrary constants. Say suppose a and b. So complete solution will be phi of x, y, z, a, b. And this complete solution is involve two arbitrary parameter. It belongs to a double infinite system of surface. Double infinite system of surface means A can take infinite values, same time B also can take number of infinite values. That's why double infinite system of surface. So a complete solution which contains as arbitrary constant as number of independent variable in differential equation. The second one is general solution. Suppose phi x, y, z, a, b equals to 0 is a complete integral of a differential equation which is denoted by f x, y, z, p, q equals to 0. Then general integral of this equation is obtained by eliminating a, any one of arbitrary constant, and for that we choose b is equals to psi a. It means we have to eliminate a from equation 1 and equation 2 and 3, where equation 2 is b is equals to psi of a and equation 3 is del phi upon del phi upon del a plus del phi upon del b psi dash a, where psi dash a is del b upon del a equals to d psi a upon dA, means differentiate it with respect to a. Here we apply chain rule, del phi upon del b, then del b upon del a, and del b upon del a is equals to psi dash a. That's why it becomes in this form. So after eliminating a from here using these two equations, the resultant equation is the general integral of given equation. Singular solution. Singular solution is the solution obtained by eliminating a and b from complete integral and the equation del phi upon del a equals to 0 and del phi upon del b equals to 0. From these three equations we are to eliminate a and b, then we get the resultant relation shows singular integral. Now let's discuss Char-Pitt method. This method is used to solve a partial differential equation containing two independent variables. Here we look at how we use Char-Pitt method and solve a nonlinear partial differential equation of order 1. This is a general method to solve partial differential equation of order 1 with two independent variables. If there are more than two independent variables, Char-Pitt method will not work there. So let's suppose we have a partial differential equation in order 1 is f x, y, z, p and q equals to 0. That is, transfer all terms of given equation to left hand side and denote it the entire expression of yf. It means we are to put all term in left hand side and taking in right side 0, and this expression is expressed as ff. Now we write Char-Pitt auxiliary equation which is given by equation number 2. If we recall Lagrange auxiliary equation, there were three fractions dx, dy and dz. Here we have five fractions dp upon something, dq, dz, dx and dy. dp upon del f upon del x plus p del f upon del z equals to dq upon del f upon del y plus q del f upon del z equals to dz upon minus p del f upon del p minus q del f upon del q equals to dx upon minus del f upon del p equals to del y dy upon minus del f upon del q. This equation is known as Char-Pitts auxiliary equation. Now we are to calculate the value of various partial derivatives of f with respect to x, y, z, p and q, and put these partial derivatives in this auxiliary equation too. After that, select two proper fractions so that the resulting integral gives us a simplest relation involving at least one of p and q. Now, after simplifying this equation, we will choose two fractions as we done in Lagrange equation, auxiliary equation. We take two fractions. Here also we take two fractions, but we will select those two fractions which gives us a relation between p and q, or at least in one of p and q. So whichever is suitable two fraction, we select them and find a relation between at least one of p and q. And after that we will use that relation which we obtained using two fraction from here, that relation and this equation number 1. From there we will find the value of p and q using that relation which we obtained from two fraction and the equation number 1. We will find the value of p and q, and then we put the value of p and q in dz is equals to p dx plus q dy, and when we integrate it we get complete solution of given equation. So once again we recall, very first write equation in left hand part only, taking right hand part equals to 0, say this is f. After that write Char-Pitts auxiliary equation which is here given by equation number 2, and then calculate partial derivative of f with respect to x, y, z, p and q, putting the value of these derivative in this Char-Pitts auxiliary equation. And after that we are to choose two suitable fraction which gives us a simple relation between at least one of p and q. And after that, using that relation and equation number 1, we get the value of p and q. And now put the value of p and q in the equation dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. We get, after that we will integrate it and we get complete solution. Now let's take some example. We have a problem px plus qy is equals to pq. We have to solve it. First we check that given equation is linear or non-linear. As here p and q are in product form, that's why this equation is a non-linear equation. So to solve it we cannot use Lagrange auxiliary equation. So, and there are two independent variables x and y, that's why we will use Char-Pitts method here. So very first we will write all terms in left hand part, so it becomes px plus qy minus pq, taking pq in left hand side, and in right hand part there is 0 only. So px plus qy minus pq equals to 0, it becomes f. We denote it as f. Now we write Char-Pitts auxiliary equation which is given by this equation. Here one numerator is in derivative of p, second one is d of q, third is dz, dx and dy. In denominator of p there are partial derivative with respect to x and z. As p is what? Del z upon del x, so we can remember thing that denominator of dp have partial derivative with respect to x and z. Similarly q is what? Del z upon del y, so in the denominator of dq the partial derivatives of f with respect to y and z, and in denominator of z it contains partial derivative with respect to p and q. In denominator of x it contains derivative with respect to p, and in denominator of y it contains derivative with respect to q. Now say this f is equation number 1. We are to calculate partial derivative with respect to of f with respect to x, y, z, p and q, which are del f upon del x is equals to p. So we are to differentiate f. We are to differentiate this equation with respect to p only. When we differentiate it with respect to p, taking other variable like x, y, z and q are as constant. So derivative of px is x only, its derivative is 0 and its derivative is minus q. So del f upon del p is x minus q. Now if we differentiate f with respect to q, so taking x, y, z and p as constant, so it gives y minus q. Del f upon del q is y minus, with respect to q, then other variable are constant. So when we differentiate it with respect to q, it becomes 0. When we differentiate it with respect to q, it gives 1. So y minus p. So del f upon del q is y minus p. Now we differentiate f with respect to x, we get p only. When we differentiate with respect to y, we get q only. And when we differentiate it with respect to z, we get 0. Now put this value of various derivative in this Char-Bit auxiliary equation. We get dp upon p equals to dq upon q equals to dz upon minus px minus q y minus p equals to dx upon minus of x minus q and equals to dy upon minus y minus p. Now from this equation we are to choose two fraction. Only two fraction we will select that gives us a suitable relation between p and q, simple relation between p and q, or at least one of p and q, at least one of p and q. So we choose first two fraction, dp upon p equals to dq upon q. When we integrate it, we get log of p is equals to log q plus log a, and when we solve it we get p is equals to aq. First thing we must remember that we are to choose here only two fraction, only one integral we will find from here. In Lagrange we find two integral from here, but here in Char-Bit auxiliary equation we will find only one integral from here using two fraction. And after that we will use this relation in given equation, say in f. So putting the value of p, which is aq, putting p is equals to aq in equation number 1, we get aqx plus qy minus aq square. Here p is what, aq. We will put here p is equals to aq, so it becomes aqx, it's qy as it is, then minus aq square. So f is equals to 0 gives us this equation. Taking q outside, we get q into ax plus y minus aq equals to 0. As we know, q is not equals to 0, so aq is equals to ax plus y. Now q is what? 1 upon ax plus y. So putting the value of q in equation number 2, we can get the value of p. So p becomes ax plus y. Now put the value of p and q in dz plus p, dz equals to pdx plus q dy. So dz is equals to ax plus y dx plus 1 upon ax plus y dy. We will simplify this. We get dz is equals to ax dx plus 1 upon ay dy plus d of xy. These two equations can be written as d of xy. Now we will integrate it. It gives z is equals to ax square y2 plus 1 upon a y square y2 xy plus some arbitrary constant, say b. Or we can rewrite it as taking 1 upon 2a outside, we get here a square x square y square and 2a xy. So this can be written as ax plus y whole square. So z is equals to 1 upon 2a ax plus y whole square plus b, where a and b are arbitrary constant. This is solution, complete solution of given equation. Let's take one more example. Find the complete integral of equation is q is equals to z plus px whole square. So very first we will shift it into left hand part. We get f which is equals to z plus px whole square minus q equals to 0. Now we will write Charbit auxiliary equation and we will calculate partial derivative of f with respect to x, y, z and p and q. When we differentiate it with respect to x, we get twice z plus px into p. When we differentiate with respect to y, there is no term of y, so its partial derivative of f with respect to y is 0. Partial derivative of f with respect to z is twice z plus px. With respect to p is twice z plus px into x, and with respect to q is minus 1. So putting the value of this derivative in Charbit auxiliary equation, we get this equation. Now from here we are to choose a suitable pair which gives us a relation between at least one of p and q. So we will take second and fourth fraction, dq upon 2q z plus px and dx upon minus 2x z plus px. So here z plus px cancel out. So we are left with dq upon 2q equals to dx upon minus 2x. So it gives us dq upon q equals to minus dx upon x. When we integrate it, we get q is equals to a upon x. Now here we get the value of a. In previous example, we get a relation between p and q. Here we get a relation between p and q. Now we put the value of p in given equation and get the value of q, and after that get value of p. But in this problem we have already get a value of q. Now we are to only find the value of p. So put this value of q in given equation f. We get q is a upon x is equals to z plus px whole square. When we solve it, we get p is equals to root a upon x raised to power 3 by 2 minus z upon x. Now put the value of p and q in equation dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So we get dz is equals to root a upon x raised to power 3 by 2 minus z by x dx. This is p plus q which is a by x dy. Multiplying this equation with x, we get x dz is equals to root a x raised to power minus half. Shifting this root x in numerator, it becomes x raised to power minus half dx minus z dx plus a dy. Now shift this minus z dx into left hand part, it becomes x dz plus z dx, which is what? D of xz. And now in right hand part, root a x raised to power minus half plus a dy. Now we will integrate it. We get integration of x dz plus z dx is equals to xz equals to integration of x raised to power minus half is x raised to power half upon half plus a y plus b. And when we solve it, we get xz is equals to twice root a root x plus ay plus b. Here a and b are arbitrary constant. Thank you.